Hey, it is Klaireeberry, and I'm here today to talk to you guys about Taurus. We're looking at the Taurus horoscope for the 27th through the 2nd. So welcome, Taurus. This could be Taurus sun, moon, rising anywhere in your personal planets or those of your people in your lives. Be sure to check out their charts too if you know them. And of course, you can use it for cusps too. So welcome again to the horoscope. We are pulling these over in a really weird way, but we have take time to breathe out, okay? Take time to breathe out. So the most notable things, we've got 4 things to talk about during this time period. Taurus for the really now until May 10th, 2022, Jupiter's going to be in Pisces in your 11th house. So you're having some, good luck in the areas here of, social, networking, relationships, okay? You might have things crumble in order to be rebuilt here in a way. Okay, kind of an old crumbling of your old self that you used to portray to different groups. And I think you're having a stronger sense of who you are. And again, kind of tearing down this old version that really wasn't you. And kind of getting, again, into a more perfect version. Realizing you're not perfect. Okay, but still, in a way, it's like seeing the perfection regardless. So yeah, there's some interesting energy there. I'm going to take one more clarifier here, but yeah, there's good luck energy again with friends, networking. So that is all the way through May there. Okay. It's kind of like, be careful, who you give your energy to financially, socially as well. But there's like some causes that I feel like not only again financially that you can support, but you can really actually possibly help yourself overcome some almost like this, again, just like unknowing, being ignorant against something, being chained, being held back, and in a way being liberated. Again, with some kind of a growth coming through with different friend groups that you have. Harmonious friend groups here that, again, people just getting together, trying to, really just make the world a better place. That type of energy is great for you to give you, again, kind of a shift from this sort of sucked down, crazy, manic, almost like power driven. It's like there's a little bit of giving back, paying it forward sort of energy coming through for your life. And I think that's really, really positive. Okay. So, and again, that's not just this week. That is with us through May. So our next aspect that we are going to talk about for the 29th, we've got 2 aspects peaking on the 29th. Mercury conjunct Venus. So that is in your 9th house. And then also we have Mars sextile Saturn in your 8th house. So the deal with this is, first aspect in your 9th house, there's some really important communications going on. And I think a lot of this is communication with yourself. You're dropping this old shtick. You're dropping these old ideas, this old basically outlook, maybe philosophical, spiritual, religious types of outlooks that you've kind of carried. You've worn it because you thought that's what you were supposed to do. You thought that was the right thing to do. And now, again, bigger, broader pictures, really changing your perspectives. It's changing your ideals. It's changing. And again, there's some important ideas being communicated. Again, possibly to yourself, possibly to others as well right now regarding, this outlook. And it has to do with your future. It could have to do with travel. And again, just kind of this big philosophical outlook and idea, who you are, what you love, how you fit into the world. Okay, so that's kind of where this kind of give back energy kind of comes in as well. It's almost like a deeper philosophical maturity that you're able to get to at this time. So that's kind of cool. And then with the other part of the day here, again, with this Mars sextile Saturn in the 8th house, there's sort of refinements on long-term ideas, on really even what you're doing now to affect to create your goals in the future. You might be making some changes right now out of again, these realizations, these important sort of ideas, downloads coming through that are transforming your passion in a way here. I feel like your passion, there's a release here. And, you know, you could have some changes, some little refinements and changes to things like things you do together with other people, like shared investments or shared involvements, kind of entanglements. You might be having to act in a different way or be inspired to start acting in a different way during this time. Okay. And again, this can bring a lot of change very quickly, very bold, very passionate. It can be almost intense. And again, very quickly inspired here, and little quick changes to some of our long-term stuff, who we're going to be, what we're doing. Again, in regards to, it's like our whole world, our idealism is changing. So of course we have to make some refinements in our actions to kind of go along with that. So this is all very perspective. And again, there's this true growing up a little bit sort of energy coming through, which is cool. Okay, so 29th could be a big day in that regards. Again, kind of good ideas coming through, refinements, plans getting made, because now, you know, you can see we're going to a completely different way. There's just a lot going on. You know, that's why we need to take this time to breathe. Really take stock of where you're at, where you're going, where you want to go. And again, check out the Holistic Law of Attraction playlist if you want to kind of get more into the process of how we manifest. Using the Holistic Law of Attraction, we're all doing it regardless of whether we're conscious of it or not. So might as well make it work for you. So on the 30th, we have the peak of Mercury conjunct Pluto in your 9th house. So again, this is a really good time for some what's the word? Like guided thoughts and realizations. Again, deep. You could have also like when you're with other people, maybe when you're having talks and conversations with other people, again, about some of these things that have been going on this week. You know, this big picture could be religious, could be philosophical, could just be ideological, big ideas, changing, growing, learning. You know, you're starting to, it's like you have even more talks and even more conversations. And it's more of like this focused passion, you know, that's flourishing here. The more you talk about it with other people, the more this is like pouring fuel on the fire here, I think, in a good way. So again, you could be having, this could be all about ideas to travel. But I think it's also, even if it is ideas with travel, to get out there, to see something new, it's becoming something new. This is a transformation from the inside, and the outward travel and transformations is only going to be, you know, an expression, you know, of the inner transformations. But this is really, you know, again, there is this blossoming. There is this like kind of, again, growing up, even keel refinements on some of our older, you know, more like immature ideas. We're getting new confirmations, new little avenues, new ways to go, new ideas. So pay attention to these, you know, these ideas, these talks, these passions that are coming through. It may be changing, but again, it doesn't make the passion any less strong. Okay, it's like we need to have these realizations, whatever realizations is going to do you well here for the future. So take time to breathe out, get ready for these realizations, and, you know, be ready to make some change in your life. Okay, there's a lot of like, oh wow, we can really do this. We can really do something here, and it can be better than we even ever thought. So take care, guys. Much love, many blessings. Don't forget to watch the other parts of your chart and those of your people. Take care. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.